Hey, well, I'm live again. I don't know whether anybody will join me, or maybe I'll just sit here and talk to myself and Rosie. I'm not having a good day today, am I? Oh dear. We shall see if anybody finds me. Or if not, I'll just sit and crochet. Oh, hi Nathan. Hi Claire. It's one of those days today, Claire. I froze up. Nobody could see me. I'm looking after Rosie and she's driving me nutty. Hey Lydia. Hey Rosie. Hello, sweetie pie. You're not really driving me mad, you know, right? I know, it's a shame, isn't it? They've gone and left you, and it's such a shame. She sat down at my feet, but that won't last long. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Sandra. We'll see how long it is before I start buffering, because I'm not having a good day. My IOP was a non-event. They cancelled it at the last minute, Claire. And I was really mad because they told me too late for me to go to my knit club. So I'd spent isolation, I'd done my COVID test, I'd done everything, and then they rang me up and cancelled it. So I'm not supposed to be going now till the 17th of November. It probably is, Lydia, because it was it took me 10 minutes to get in the first place. Rosie is sat at my feet. Maybe she is finally tired. I'm going to have a crisp. Do you know you can't get crisps? You can't get Walker's crisps anywhere. I can get loads of flavoured crisps, but they're ordinary salted ones, yeah. Yeah. Hi, Donna. Oh, I'm having a lot of fun tonight, Donna. I've got Rosie who's driving me nutty. No, we can't get any plain ones. Oh, well, just keep your fingers crossed then that your youngest son gets his birthday and I get my eye surgery, because I'm not holding my breath. Oh. For a little dog, when she breaks wind, it is powerful. Oh, your foot is still in a boot. My son's pulled a ligament. He did it at work, so he had to come home. So he's been off work all week. Yeah, dog farts are terrible. She is tiny, but my goodness, she is eye-watering. She sat at my feet. So it was a bit eye-watering when it landed my way. He's still limping and he can't drive. Oh, thank you, Chris. I think it was probably better when it was fuzzy, though, Chris. It probably looked a bit better and you couldn't see my wrinkles so much. No, thank you. This one is bad enough. Where are you going? Where are you going? No, there's nobody coming. Come on in. She's got that ears up. I'm trying to listen to something. She's now sat by the door whining. Oh, whoopee. Oh, wow, that's great, Nathan. I just keep hovering. I put £2 on and then I take it off again. Then I put £2 on and then I take it off again. So, by and large, I've not lost anything. I just keep wavering. I worry when she goes quiet. You know, you think She's toilet trained, but yeah, Nathan, don't give it anybody else, will you? You're lost weight. Lydia says she's got it and I don't want it. I'm not putting any weight on really, Chris. I'm just hovering. Does anybody else get stupid messages on their YouTube channels? I don't mean the nasty messages, I just... And you think, what's the point? You know, just a random series of, not even vowels, you know, random series of letters that don't make any sense, they're not a word. And you think, well, why did you put that? What did you do that for? You know, if you're going to be criticised, it might be constructive criticism, but just not things like that. Hi, Tammy. I just delete them all anyway. I do that with funny comments as well. You know, the ones that are a bit, I just delete them. Life's too short for arguing. Hi, Jane. Not where she's crying now. Did I do my hair different? It's sort of in a bit of a back comb, a kind of loose bun. I couldn't go out with it like this because the wind would just blow it all over the place. It only stays in one place in the house because it's very loose. It's not fastened down, if you know what I mean. So it's just like, it looks okay while I'm still. But I don't go out in any wind or anything like that. So it just goes all over the place. I couldn't wear it outside, that's the trouble. It would just be all over the place like a bird's nest. So it's not pin. You can't put like millions of pins in it. It's just loose, you see. It's just like loose all over the place. It's sort of like a ponytail, but they're sort of backcombed and twiddled. No, I can't go out with it like this, Shad. I'd have to put my hat on. Yeah, that's because of the beauty of a backcomb and brush. Sadly. I know, but it just won't. It won't work if I went out. The wind would just go. And I'd be finishing up with a backcomb straggly pony through a bush backwards. So it's just for show. Just for show on the internet, on the camera. I need more hair because I'm not going to get any of those thingy-majigs they stick in. What they call them, extensions. It's old age and over bleaching. It's made my hair go very thin. So if I want to do anything with it, I have to backcomb the living daylights out of it and spray it full of lacquer. And I don't want to do that on a daily. Why do dogs do that? Stare at the wall. It makes you wonder what they're looking at, don't you? And they go like, and they don't like vary, do they? They go, you think, what are they looking at? And you try to see if they're looking at a spider or something. She's laid down at my feet. So she's gone quiet now. when she's with the family, she sleeps half the time. When she's with grandma, no. Yeah, I don't know what they see. They see something on a wall, don't they? But who knows what they see. Poppy didn't do that so much, but Buster did. You'd be talking to your mum and telling you go, you think, what's looking at? So you're like following his eyes. What's he looking at? Hopefully, we've got another house where no one died. My other house, nobody died. So I was there 52 years, and apart from animals, no humans died in it. And this house, the couple that were in it had bought it from new. So nobody's died here either. So we won't have any spirits unless they're in a glass. I mean, my next door to me, when I lived in Mountainside, about 5 people died in that house. It was a very unlucky house. Oh, I used to wear a headscarf like the Queen when I was younger. It was the fashion. Oh, don't be telling me that. It's too near Halloween. My son is like me. We were in the shop and Trish said, do you think we should buy some sweets in case the kids come calling at Halloween? And Arian said, no, we'll just turn all the lights out. And I thought, that's my boy. That's my boy. I used to do that. I used to have 2 lounges when I was in the other house. And I used to turn all the lights off at the front and go and sit in the back. Yeah, I used to wear a headscarf like the Queen, tied under my chin. I've never perfected, don't they? They tie it around the hair and they have this big bobbly thing. And they look fantastic. I just look as though I'm going to mop the floor. I do not look like the World War II. Rosie the Riveters, you know. I'm just envy people. I don't like people coming to my door unless I've ordered something from Amazon. Yeah, some people can just tie a scarf nonchalantly around the head, you know, like gypsy style. Tie it round the back and they look great. I look as though I joined Hell's Angels, you know. I just don't suit it at all. I think it's because I've got no hair. I think you need like a lot of hair to wear some headscarves, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm diabetic, Chris, so I'm not supposed to be eating it. Yeah, some women look fantastic, don't they? This lady that I'm making this, you know, Granny Takes a Trip, she wears scarves, sort of flimsy scarves tied around her hair in a bow, and she looks fantastic. And I'm like, I just don't look right. I've tried. I have tried. I know some women do. Big dark glasses on, headscarf on. Fantastic. I used to like the look where you used to tie your headscarf around and then put a massive big hat on. Don't know whether you ever saw people doing that. As well as it, Nathan. You probably suit a headscarf better than I do, mate. Oh no, it's keeps telling me my connection's unstable. Well, there's nobody in the house using any internet, so. Oh, what's the matter, sweetheart? You okay? She's still waiting for him to come home. Hey. Dairy milk caramel. Caramel, it was Caramac. Got the wrong one. Did you see the wool I got? Yarn. If I say yarn, my son keeps saying, "You're not American." Stop calling it that. I have to be careful because Manny, I talked to a guy on the phone the other day. I was trying to arrange my COVID test, and he was very African. And he said, "What nationality would you say you are?" And I said, "Well, I suppose I'll have to say British." He said, "You can say English if you want." And I said, "Oh, British, you have to be British." I object. If I was Welsh, if I was Scottish, I would want to say that. It's like saying to anybody in the US, "You're a US citizen. You don't come from Texas, wherever. You don't come from there. You're just a US citizen." I would object to that. I would want to be, from where I was from. For me, I'm from England. And I want to say that. But half of the forms over here, when you have to fill them all in, I don't want you do it in the US. You get a whole range of things where you have to say if you're white British, black British, Asian, other ethnicity, other whatever. And I'm like, what does it matter? Why do I have to say? It should be a thing at the bottom say, prefer not to say. What's it got to do with you? Never used to say that on forms. It never used to say you had to say if you were white, black, Asian, Chinese, whatever. You never had to say that. Why is it suddenly so important? What statistics do people want to know? Wish I could opt out. I don't see what they want to know for. What does it matter in the great scheme of things where you come from? If you're living in Britain, you're British. If you're living in the US, you're US. Easy said and done. I suppose in the US you have to say if you're Native American, if you're Mexican, if you're whatever. We have to say we're black, white, green, purple, red. And I don't know why and who collects all these statistics. Why do they want to know? That's me. Couldn't get any closer if it tried. My son went into it, and it's something to do with how far you are away from wherever the station is or something, whatever your booster station is. It's something to do with that. And it's also something to do with weather conditions. We've tried, Nathan. We've tried. It's, like I say, it's something to do with where the hub is or wherever we're too far away from it or something or other. I mean, I used to get that with BT, and I was supposed to be connected through the ether or whatever it was. It was supposed to be the fastest broadband in the West. It used to cost me a bomb with BT, and it used to keep dropping out on my own. The buffering, that was worse when I was on BT than it is on this. BT didn't give a hoot, paying £70 a month. Yeah, I used to pay 70 something a month for BT because I had to have a phone, a landline. Well, here we don't have a landline. And they didn't care, BT. You ring them up and you get some provider in India. And the internet costs you a bomb, yeah. There's a lot of things that we say in England that you don't say in America. Yeah, when we say it costs a bomb, that means it costs a lot, yeah. Yeah, you get some provider in India, and he'd say, you need to disconnect. And I said, I am disabled. I said, I do not crawl under desks. And he'd go, well, have you turned your computer on and off? Yes, I tried that before I even attempted to ring you. Yes, I unplugged it from the wall and plugged it back in again. So can we just skip all of that and go to the mail event? I am not racist in any shape or form, but I do want somebody who can speak English and who understands English. I don't care what colour they are, what nationality they are, just as long as they speak English. And all the call centres these days seem to be in India. And they don't speak English very well. And they don't understand you. Yeah, I don't care what they are, Nathan. I don't care. But if you're going to work in a call centre in India, you should at least speak English. Because that's where the calls are coming from. When I was trying to book my COVID exam, he was African. And it took me a while to tune in. Once I tuned into his accent, I was fine. But the first few sentences, I was like, I don't understand him. And you have to keep saying, sorry, pardon, sorry. I mean, what I'm going to say now sounds a little bit racist. But we moved to Fleetwood and we'd been here all over the winter. And it got to about February or March. And then it sort of clicked. And I said to my son, apart from in the Chinese restaurant or the Indian restaurant, I have not seen anybody who isn't white. Which was weird because where I came from, it was very multicultural. Everywhere you went, it was like all League of Nations. Yeah, Manchester is really like a melting pot. For all over the world, you see representatives from every country that ever existed in the world. So I was used to that. So it didn't dawn on me for a while, and I kept looking around thinking, I haven't seen anybody. Since then, I have seen a few people that aren't. I don't know whether the COVID scared everyone away, but there wasn't anybody around here. Oh, I'm buffering again. Gonna be one of those days. We actually had an Eskimo living on our street at one time. An Eskimo. I was looking at him thinking, is he Mongolian or is he an Eskimo? But he was an Eskimo. What on earth he was doing in Prestwich, I have no idea. I had an Eskimo living on our street. It was very intriguing watching him walking up and down. I'm like, is he going to start hunting whales in the clough? Oh, I know, I can't help it, Donna. I can't help it. It's the internet connection. It's just rubbish tonight. And I'm not going, I'm not doing a third one. If it goes off again, I'm going. I'll go and watch the telly instead. Oh dear. It's so disappointing when it happens, you know. I used to think maybe it was because my son was watching something through the internet upstairs. You know, maybe it would weaken in my signal, but there's nobody in on me. So it can't be. It's 18 minutes past 10. Yeah. And then final notice about recertification. What's that? Don't know, Jane. My necklace is quite glittery tonight. Quite glitter. Quite sparkly. I've got my sparkles on tonight, Shad. Quite like it. Kind of makes me feel regal. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like. Ooh, nearly knocked my drink over. I like it a lot. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, pretty, pretty. I bought a load of necklaces, but you won't like it, Shad. I snipped them up into single beads. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually not got sleeves in the pattern. Um, it's got like a peplum around the bottom. It's a very old pattern, but they still have it, I think, on Etsy. But it's got like little frilly sleeves. It doesn't have proper sleeves in the pattern. I have to adapt it and make my own sleeves. Because somebody said to me, oh, I can't do it. You have to write me out the sleeves. I said, I don't write patterns down. I just do them.